We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Carr throwing on 3rd. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Chiefs have Xavier Worthy out for the return. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Kamara. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Carr now on 1st and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophical. Stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Giving 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Give on 2nd to Kamara. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Counter give to Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They go play action with Carr. He rolls to his right. To the outside. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From his end zone, it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Buys time, rolling right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. This one intended for the running back. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
To the sideline, and it is caught. And he crosses midfield before going out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Another throw for Mahomes. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Butker to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Kamara, left side. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Carr off the play fake. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
It's Kamara on third down. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 1 yard on the play, and now they've got fourth down and 6. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Chiefs, about set to begin their drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Looking for the back that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Takes it in at the 21. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Carr. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Carr with it on 3rd and short. Rolling left, buying some time. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be their football. New set of downs for him from the 46. A first down carry for Pacheco. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Extends, and he's got it. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's incomplete left side. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your #1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Blitz coming, Mahomes. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Let's see what he can do on the return. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And off headed right, Kamara. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. He's got Shaheed. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Running left, this is Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. On 4th down, out comes the Saints field goal team and Blake Grupe. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as it leads down to 18.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's got a lane up past the 30. Space on the right. He's got room. Touchdown! He takes the kick all the way back for 6. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Now, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now a run with Kamara. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
They stay on the ground with Kamara, and they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. He's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now we'll pause for an injury that nobody wants to see. That is Travis Kelce in need of some assistance. Third and short. Here's Mahomes. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Attack! Right side! Hey, 43! Right side!
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Saints are going to have some work to do as they take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Carr here from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And he makes the Huts go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Butker to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Carr trying again after the pick. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Gets this one to Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Throwing again, it's Carr. He beams one deep right side. It's complete. Oh my, they left him wide open downfield. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard.
Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right back to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stuffed right at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs close to beginning the year 4-0. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And they'll kneel this down.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. So score this a win for the Chiefs. And this is exactly how they wanted to go into that bye week, partner, with a victory and some positives to build on in that nice extra time off. And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one.